But we move on to another American league, the NBA.
Yes, sir.
The trade deadline. We're only looking at the trade deadline this week, apart from one performance you've put here.
Yep.
And not all of the big names we thought we were going to get traded got traded, but one of them did.
Yep.
Kick us off.
Yeah, so I haven't put all these trades down because then we'd be here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I put down what I thought were the big ones. The first one that I've got here was a 3-team deal with Anthony Davis, who's now actually out for the year.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum go to the Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley, a first-round pick this year and one in 2030, and 3 second-round picks as well to the Mavs, and then Malachi Branham goes from the Wizards to the Hornets, who are actually hot right now. I think they've won like 9 or 10 games in a row. But that is I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, the Wizards doing their classic stuff again." Giving up way too early. No. I'll tell you what, if you get the luck of having Anthony Davis
and Trae Young
healthy for a year, Trae Young, you've got Trey Johnson there, who looks like a great scorer, who was selected by the Wizards this year. You've also got Alex Sarr,
Bilal Coulibaly.
Yep, Bilal Coulibaly. You could actually say they secretly have a young core there if they're able to keep them around, which the Wizards have not been able to do.
And we've got D'Angelo Russell was there, who's solid off the bench.
True that.
So, I think that's it could be great for the Warriors. It could go to shit, but it could be great.
Yeah, it could. We'll see what happens. Knowing the Wizards, man, I don't want to say it, but it could just
horribly
do what
wrong,
it does.
Let's not say that.
But I hope not, because those fans do deserve it. My Warriors sent Jonathan Kuminga, who absolutely needed minutes on the court, and Buddy Hield to the Hawks for Kristaps Prozingis. If Kristaps Prozingis can stay healthy. Key word, stay healthy.
Yeah.
A 7'3" center that can shoot threes on the Warriors. Yeah. When have the Warriors ever had that? I'm not saying we're going to go out there and win a title. Don't get me wrong. We've got a long way to go. But that is a piece, if he's healthy, which he should be back after the All-Star break, which is the same as Steph Curry, then... Man, you never know what could happen. Maybe we get into the 5th, 6th playoff spot, and get that solid playoff lock. But I don't think we're winning a title because of it. If it does happen, we'll need that team to have one of the best runs of all time, and I'm not sure that's happening. But the Clippers got in the action, trading their best player, Ivica Zubac, and Kobe Brown to the Pacers.
Better than Kawhi.
I say that. You are right. Let me say most consistent.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's better. And Kobe Brown to the Pacers for Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, and 2 firsts, including Indiana's this year, and a 2028 second-round pick.
I believe an Indiana pick is protected in a really weird way.
It's got to be, because Indiana's pick this year, if it goes to the Clippers, could actually be a top 3 pick.
I think it's protected 1st to 4th and then 11th onwards.
Okay.
10th onwards.
So pretty much it's got to land between
5
and
5 and
10. 5 and 9.
It has to be from 5 to 9.
That could actually happen. Because, but at the same time, the Pacers at the moment have the worst record in the East.
Because the Pacers are hoping that they're going to have Tyrese Haliburton back next year.
Yep.
They'll replace Miles Turner with Ivica Zubac.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, they might have a top 3 pick in next year's draft. That's one of Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBancer, or Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
Pick your poison, you know?
Which I'm thinking, I mean, you've got Siakam there.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure you'd want Cameron Boozer, but you're picking, when you're that high in the draft, especially in just this draft that has so many quality players, at least from the outside looking in, you're going to take best available. But you're probably hoping for Peterson or DeBancer to be there.
Peterson's probably the best fit, him and Haliburton together.
Although, now that you've got rid of Benedict Mathurin... DeBancer at the small forward.
Yeah.
Oof, it'll be tough. Anyway, both of those would be tough. But we'll see where that pick goes. The Clippers could use a high pick, though. I'm not going to lie.
They do.
But the Clippers do actually get younger. Benedict Mathurin is, an up-and-coming player. Has been solid off the bench for the Pacers and was in their finals run as well. But the Bulls, man... can I just say, I haven't put these all here, but the Bulls came out of this trade deadline with like 6 or 7 guards.
Yeah.
And all of them are like point guards. Don't ask me how that's going to work. We'll find out. But they sent Nikola Vucevic to the Celtics, along with a 2027 second rounder for Anthony Simons, funnily enough, a guard, and a second rounder this year. Man, the Celtics have done a lot better than I thought they would. They're in that second and third. Jaylen Brown has been playing excellent basketball. And now they get, a solid center, older guy, but also the Celtics, Jason Tatum comes back. They're in win now mode.
Yeah.
So that does make sense there. Your Raptors get into it. They did, I didn't put this here, but they did trade for one of my guys, Trace Jackson Davis.
Thank you.
From the Raptors, who will be a solid big for you guys.
I hope so.
But speaking of solid, Chris Paul.
Well, apparently he's going to get waived. So
that hasn't happened yet.
Supposedly.
I hope it doesn't, because I think those Raptors, a very young team, could learn a lot from a guy like Chris Paul. But he does go to the Raptors in a 3-team deal. The Nets get Ochai Agbaji from your Raptors and a 2032 second rounder. Agbaji was actually a solid defender for you guys, but you guys do have some other solid defenders there. And then the Clippers get right to a man called Vanya Marinkovic, who must have been drafted late in the second round of a draft. The biggest one, and then you've really got, I would say, to end this, the 3 biggest moves outside of the Anthony Davis to the Wizards. James Harden is off to Cleveland for Darius Garland and a future second going to the Clippers. Once again, the Clippers get younger, which I think is a smart idea.
If the internet is correct, this is just the first and a free transaction deal for the Cavs. They're also going to get Giannis and LeBron. So you're going to have Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jared Allen. It would be Evan Mobley. Not Jared Allen.
I won't lie. I'm a little bit surprised that Cleveland made this move.
Yeah,
because Darius Garland is still young and was actually playing
26.
quite well.
He's 26. Harden's 36, so it's a win now move. Yeah, it could easily work for the Cavs, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll be hoping Harden stays fit and everyone stays fit.
Yeah.
But it's intriguing, this move.
Yeah, and then speaking of intriguing, a lot of my friends were intrigued by this one, but I will explain why this actually works for both teams. Jared McCain, who tore his ACL but played fantastic last year, has just come back, has gone to the Thunder for a first rounder this year. I didn't actually specify which first rounder it is, but the Thunder have so many anyway, and 3 future seconds. The reason this makes sense for the 76ers is because they have Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe.
Yep.
Tyrese Maxey's an all-star, deserved all-star, and VJ Edgecombe looks great for a rookie. And you've got quite the guard depth there, with Jaren McCain, but also at the same time, we're all human. We want our opportunity. So this gives Jaren McCain the opportunity to be probably the 6th man and probably end up being the main scorer off the bench for the Thunder. And for the 76ers, it does mean they can fully commit to Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe and see where they can take them. So it does make sense, but does it make the Thunder better? Yeah, it does. If Jaren McCain plays like he did in his rookie year, it does.
This is going to be a trade which we might look back in 5 years and go, why did the Sixers do that?
Yep.
And because I think McCain has very good potential. He just needs to be in the right place. There was that tweet which went viral a few months ago of someone said, this is what Jaren McCain is right now, and it had Jalen Brunson in a Dallas shirt, and it had Shea in a Clippers shirt.
Yes, yeah.
So, or maybe it was someone else. But basically that thing, a player who's just a move away from being in the right environment.
Yep.
And to be, he's not going to start straight away, but he could do at some stage.
Yeah.
And there is one more trade left.
Yes, there is.
And this is quite a big one, and it does make Utah very intriguing long term.
And long term, you are right. So Jaren Jackson Jr. goes to the Jazz along with Jock Landale, who then eventually got traded again to the Hawks. And then in his first game as the Hawks, he had a 31-point double-double.
Against the Jazz.
Was
it 31 points?
It was 31 points.
Jeez.
Yeah. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
It might have been 25.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 31.
It was definitely way more points than I thought Jock Landale was scoring in the NBA. But it was against the Jazz, who he was briefly on and then didn't even get a moment. I think he got told when he was about to fly that no, you're not going to Utah, get your ass to Atlanta.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is great, and again, a good pickup for Atlanta.
I'm going to see. Oh, against Utah. No, you were right. It was 26 points and 11 rebounds.
It's crazy.
Wait, and what? And 4 blocks.
Yeah.
And 4 blocks. Jeez.
He had a game.
Fair enough. But yeah, there's a lot of players. So Jock Landale was part of that. John Conchar and Vince Williams Jr. go to the Jazz along with JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr. For Walter Clayton Jr. Kyle Anderson, aka Slow-Mo. Taylor Hendricks. I think it's George Niang, and 3 future firsts. So Memphis kind of going into a rebuild again with this move, especially with the 3 future firsts. And man, I'll tell you what, the Jazz have quite the big man lineup long term. I know they've locked up Larry Markkinen.
Do you know
long
what's crazy?
term.
I did not realize that Laurie Markkinen was 7'1".
He's 7'1".
I thought he was smaller. I did not realize he was 7'1", and now it all makes sense.
Yes. So, yeah, there you go. But yeah, so that's going to be quite the big man lineup because Jaren Jackson is as I think a former defensive player of the year, actually, but a great defender and can shoot the 3 too. And so if they can figure that out.
They got 3 future firsts for Jaren. Imagine what they might be able to get for Jar, because I wouldn't be surprised if they blow it up a game.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know. But in terms of just games in the NBA as well, I just wanted a quick shout out. Stephon Castle popped off for 40 points, 12 rebounds, and 12 assists, a 40-point triple-double, joining the Admiral David Robinson as the only Spurs players to ever do that. Man, the Spurs look good,
He
bro.
bet Wemby to that. He bet Wemby to that stat line. Which you'd think that is a Wemby stat line, 40 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists.
Trust me when I say Stephon Castle. There's 2 players on the Spurs right now, Stephon Castle and Carter Bryant. Both of those guys are going to be solid, like glue guys that you need on a championship team. They have the potential to do it, and man, Stephon Castle showing that. But that's a little NBA trade deadline recap. So we'll see how all of those work out, and hopefully for my Warriors, Mr. Tingus Pingus, Kristaps Prozingis.
Who the fuck is this? Tingus Pingus.
Hopefully he puts in work, maybe turns the clock back a little bit, but we'll see what happens.